Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We're popping open a bottle of pink pepper.
All right, first impression?
A little spicy, slightly sweet.
Yeah, I think it smells like black pepper, but not. Like it's almost more herbaceous, even though black pepper is an herb as well.
Black pepper smells sharper to me than pink pepper does. doTERRA describes it as spicy, fruity, slightly woody.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that, especially the fruity and the woody.
I love the peppers. I know you're not a huge black pepper fan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like pink pepper better? Do you ever use this one internally?
I do like this one. It's been a while since I've used it internally, but I like it in my water.
Okay.
I feel like normally the oils that I put in my water are citrus oils or mint, and this is a totally different experience, but I like it.
All right, I'm going to go for it. I've already put it in my water now. I just got to try it because I haven't used it internally in a while, but I like black pepper a lot. Like I will add that to recipes because in my mind, it can't be peppery enough. So let's see how this one tastes. Not as peppery,
right.
Interestingly enough, at all. Almost sweeter, I guess, too. Like I get the fruity. It says aromatic fruity, but I get the fruity more when I taste it than when I smell it.
Well, and it's funny too, because when I hear pink pepper, I think of the pink pepper plant only because when doTERRA first had it come out, they had the plants growing and stuff, and it's really pretty, but it's just like, peppercorns, which are those tiny little round balls, but they're pink. And because they're pink, they look like little berries or fruits or something, So, yeah, fruity.
And this does come from the fruit part of the plant as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can use it all three ways. We've already talked about that. Aromatically, I think this came with the Mother's Day kit once. Was it like green mandarin, pink pepper, and star anise maybe that came together?
I think you're right.
I can't say I ever liked that trio together, personally. I don't know that I ever used them all together. I think it came with like a little recipe card that you could use it for different things. We had come up with some diffuser blends a long time ago with this one time when it was on a BOGO. And so I found those diffuser blends and I've got one in the diffuser right now. So I figure I'll go ahead and share that with you because it's kind of fun. It's called Pink Peppermint and it's 3 drops of pink pepper, 3 drops of peppermint, and 3 drops of eucalyptus. It's nice. It's kind of uplifting, a little bit fruity, a little bit minty. It's good.
Awesome. Do you think, because I know when you put it in, you said you smelled the eucalyptus more than anything else. Do you think you would change the proportions based on that?
Give me a second. Let's see.
Okay.
So after it's been mixing together for a little while, I don't necessarily primarily smell the eucalyptus anymore. It smells like a good blend of the 3. It smells a little bit like candy, even though candy can be kind of overly nauseating, sweet smelling sometimes. It doesn't smell like that. It just smells soft.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go put it in my diffuser after we finish recording.
You should.
You sold me.
That's aromatically. Topically, the only way I have ever used this one, I had heard that this one was good for breast health and cellular health. And so I had come across a recipe that you could apply topically to help with those 2 things. And that was 2 to 4 drops of each of frankincense, grapefruit, and pink pepper. And you combine it with fractionated coconut oil, and then you just apply it topically. I don't know that I was as regular. I think you're supposed to apply it twice a day for a couple weeks straight. And then you're supposed to do it like 2 to 3 times a year. I do it when I think about it.
Like, as you're saying that, I'm remembering, I think I put it in my shower, like just the pink pepper oil, and was applying it right after and then stopped.
For no reason.
Over a year ago. Yeah.
Yep. Life. Yep. I hear you.
Yeah.
But I always feel regenerated when I read things that I was previously doing that, oh, okay, I need to get back into it. This is a major first world materialistic problem. When you have too many of a thing, you don't go for all of the things. And so I have too many oils. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
I don't think there's such a thing as too many oils.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that for sure. But at the same time, I have enough of them that I feel like I often will start using one for something and then I kind of move on from that issue and I forget and then I'm using something for something else. So it's kind of fun to be able to remember, I was doing this before. Let me do that. Now, if I did all of the things, wow.
Right. Also, you would smell very strong. Not unpleasant, but that's a lot of oils.
It is a lot of oils, yes.
So I have used this one in the past and I kind of forgot about it again, a way I was using it. I'm pretty sure I still have this all mixed up in my pantry, but there is a skinny jeans blend as well. And I think you've got it pulled up. Can you remind me what all is in it?
Yep. So it's 2 drops each into a veggie cap. And so it's yarrow palm, frankincense, turmeric, black pepper, pink pepper. That was part of a 30-day challenge. So, you take the veggie cap for 30 days. I'm about to go on vacation and my goal was to fit a little more comfortably in my clothes before I went on vacation. About 2 weeks ago, I pretty much decided that I wasn't going to reach that goal and I just needed to work on maintaining. I probably should have started this a while ago, but at this point, maybe I'll do it for the next week and just see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, it might be worth it. So here's the thing, like this isn't a magic formula, but it is a lot of those oils actually help with hormones and help with not holding on to water retention. So it could help you even for 10 days. I took all of that and put it in an empty bottle and then added a dropper. So that's how I was doing it. I don't remember if I did a full 30 days or not. Again, this was well over a year ago. But it's funny how we try things out and then forget about it until we start talking about pink pepper. And it's like, oh yeah, that skinny jeans challenge. What happened with that?
You know what I did stick with for the full 30 days with one of those challenges was the blue tansy on the big toe. I gave that my all.
Yeah. And you want to tell people what blue tansy on the big toe does?
I don't remember.
Oh, funny.
I feel like whatever it was for, I felt that shift, but at the same time, I obviously haven't done it again since, but I did the full 30 days like I was supposed to for that one.
So it's blue tansy is the oil of inspired action. And so putting it on your big toe reflex point there is connected with the brain. And so if you feel like you're stuck and you're not taking action on the things that you want to, that's when you put it on your big toe. And yeah, I know a lot of people who swear by it. And in fact, doTERRA's business podcast, at the end of each one, they say, don't forget, put blue tansy on your big toe and go take the big scary action or whatever it might be, So
interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I will have to give that a go again.
I would say the 30-day challenge that I have done, and I've done it way more than 30 days at this point, is just MetaPower, like using it consistently. But they recommend, give it a try for 30 days and see how it works. And clearly, works in some way or another because I'm not giving it up anytime.
I agree. And I have not been as good about maintaining all of the components of it, but I do the collagen every single day for way more than 30 days. Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. Since September.
Yeah. It's that good, people. Okay. But back to pink pepper.
Right.
So let's see.
We talk about everything else.
But we've talked about all 3 ways of using it. And obviously there's quite a few ways of using it. So
yeah. Do we want to talk about the emotional use? Because I thought that was kind of interesting as well.
Yeah, the emotional use was interesting. So in the Essential Emotions book, it talks that most individuals are caught in a cycle of constant comparison by placing themselves either in a one-up or one-down position in every situation in their lives. Pink pepper energetically assists individuals with taking the middle path of equality found through their own self-acceptance. So goes back to that same thing. You are enough. You are your own individual, and you don't have to compare yourself to others or try to be like anybody else.
And also, I think just the taking care of yourself, like you are important enough to take care of yourself. So do that. Yeah, probably something that most women need to hear because we tend to put everybody before ourselves. So,
and I feel like what we've talked about, this oil could apply to most women. I feel like there's a couple different categories here that most women would fall into wanting this oil for one of these categories.
Totally agree. Breast health,
skinny jeans,
balancing,
yeah,
jeans. Yeah, lots of good reasons to have this oil. And this is not one that I reach for often, but I love conversations like this because it's reminding me how powerful this is. So I will be reaching for this more now that we've talked about it.
Yes.
All right. Well, anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Get some pink pepper.
Yeah. Hope you learned something new. Share this with your girlfriends who need some pink pepper in their lives as well. And we'll have a brand new episode of the Bottle Poppin' Podcast for you next Friday.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.